What is up, guys? So if you've watched my channel for a while now, you probably know that I really want to see a Superman spin-off show in the Arrowverse starring Tyler Hoechlin. And I gotta say, in recent months, a couple things have happened that led me to think that it's possible that we may actually be getting a Superman TV show. So in this video, it's not a news thing. We are not getting a Superman TV show as far as we know. Nothing has been confirmed, but I think based off everything that's happened, I think it is a very large possibility, and I will go over why I think that in this video. So before I start the video, make sure to leave a like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. So let's get into the video. First thing that happened was that it was confirmed that this year's crossover in the Arrowverse between Arrow, the Flash, and Supergirl would be featuring Superman. That was huge news because we haven't seen Superman in a long time, since the season finale of Supergirl season 2. He did appear in season 3 on a TV screen, like in the background. Didn't really count, and now he's returning for the crossover. That was something I really wanted to see. I really wanted to see him meet the rest of the Arrowverse, and now it's happening, which is something I'm very, very excited for. And it's possible that the crossover isn't just setting up a Batwoman show, but also maybe a Superman show. For instance, Superman is not returning to the Arrowverse alone. He is bringing Lois Lane with him. Now, Lois Lane has been mentioned before on Supergirl, but has never actually appeared, so she is debuting for the first time in this crossover. Probably she might appear earlier than that in an episode of Supergirl, but as of right now, all we know is that she is appearing in the crossover. So she was cast as an actress named Elizabeth Tulloch, but along with Tyler Hoechlin playing Superman, they have their leads. If they want to make a TV show, they have their two main characters in Clark Kent, Superman, and Lois Lane. They could just cast Lex Luthor, and they already have a Jimmy Olsen as well, or James Olsen, whatever. So if they want to use those characters, they can. They have the actors. They're just not Lex Luthor. They could cast him, obviously, but they already have their two leads in Superman and Lois Lane. So that's one thing that points to the fact that they might be doing something with these characters in a spin-off show, which is something that I would love to see. Some crazy news about the DCU that does definitely affect Superman came out like a week ago, and that is that Henry Cavill is leaving the DCEU. Now, some people debate that this is true, because Warner Brothers released a statement, something similar to we have a good relationship with Henry Cavill, he might return, but they did say they have no interest in making a Superman movie in the next couple of years. That was the big thing that prevented Superman from appearing on Supergirl, was the fact that the movie division of the DC universe wanted to use that character, and obviously the movies take precedence over the TV shows because they just make more money. So they said that they want to use Superman in the movie, so they can't really use them in the TV show on Supergirl or give him his own TV show either. But now Warner Brothers doesn't seem to be interested in making any Superman movies. They are actually making a Supergirl movie. So what they could do is just cancel Supergirl, replace Supergirl on TV with Superman, and then Supergirl in the movies, because I mean the movies have affected characters in the past, so I don't really get why they're doing a Supergirl movie and that doesn't affect the TV show. But they could just flip-flop Superman and Supergirl around. Supergirl goes to the movie, Superman goes to TV, because now that Superman is not in the DCU anymore, they are not using him, they're not making any movies anymore, and Henry Cavill is seemingly not around in the universe anymore. They can just go and in the Arrowverse use the character of Superman to whatever extent they want. I'm pretty sure that at this point they have the freedom to do whatever they want with the character, because the DCEU has no interest in the character. So I think that if they are smart, they are probably going to make a Superman spin-off show, or at least give him a bigger role in Supergirl, because they can do whatever they want with the character at this point, or in terms of how much they use the character. Obviously, between the two, would I prefer him to just become a supporting character on Supergirl or get a spin-off show? 100% rather a spin-off show, but I would also definitely appreciate him becoming a major character in the Arrowverse in general. If it's not on a spin-off show, then at least on Supergirl, but I would much prefer a spin-off show. But like I said, now that the movies have no real interest in using him, I think they have the freedom to use him in the Arrowverse. So the last thing to talk about is something about Kevin Smith. If you don't know who Kevin Smith is, he has directed a couple episodes of Supergirl as well as The Flash. He's also appeared on The Flash one time in a pretty crappy cameo that didn't really add anything to the episode, but that's besides the point. So he is seemingly going to be a showrunner of a new show, and it's possible that it is a CW show. What he said is, and I quote, "I'm working on a different thing now that I'm in a different end of the process. If everything goes out well, then I would be a showrunner, which lends me towards what I'm used to doing in the day job as a movie maker and stuff, and we'll see if it keeps going forward. He goes on to say, if everything goes well, I'll be heading towards the next step where it's like, okay, we got to pull together a writer's room. Unlike most writer's room, it wouldn't be a situation of what would this show be, which I'm going to start right there and say that the reason for that is possible that it's already based off something else in terms of like a character or a concept, maybe Superman. He goes on to say, there's a map already. That's one of the things I was brought on to do. I'm going to be able to see both sides of that equation. It's been nice doing the CW stuff just as an observer because you can pick and choose how you would do it. It's now done enough where I can look and see how a showrunner runs a show and form an opinion on how I would do it. And then everything he talks about after that isn't really relevant to what I'm talking about here. So he is supposedly making a TV show where he will be the showrunner, and it's not based off something original because he said that there's already a map. It's based off something that's already been done, like a concept or a character. They just might be expanding on that. He also mentions the CW in terms of when he worked on the CW as a director for The Flash and Arrow a couple episodes. And I think that him mentioning the CW might be a connection to the fact that this is a CW show as well. And I think that this could be really a huge array of things. But it's also possible that it is a Superman TV show. Like I said, it's not 100% possible. It's just that with him making a TV show and the fact that Superman isn't really being used in the movies anymore, the fact that they already have the leads, the fact that he's returning for the crossover, put that all together, and it's very possible that Superman is getting a TV show. Like I said, Kevin Smith, huge comic book fan, and I think if he would make a TV show, probably would be a comic book TV show. You mentioned the CW, who's already worked on Supergirl and The Flash. I think that the next step would logically be a spin-off show if he's going to be the showrunner of a show, and Superman, just going over everything I just said already, it just fits the bill. Again, this could possibly be anything, but I'm just putting it here because I think it really fits with everything else that is happened in terms of proving that Superman might be getting a TV show maybe next year, maybe in the year after that, anytime in the near future, starring Tyler Hoechlin and Elizabeth Tulloch. I think that would be pretty awesome. But anyway, what do you think? Do you think the crossover might be leading up to a Superman TV show? Do you think that because the movies are no longer using him, it's possible that they can use him more in the Arrowverse? And do you think that Kevin Smith's secret TV show is actually this Superman spin-off show? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.